Hello everyone, I'm Corinne McLaughlin, Director of the Center for Visionary Leadership, and I want to share with you today the need for more visionary leaders, why we need more visionary leaders in the world, and how they're needed to solve the many problems and crises that we have, and to find solutions that work for the good of the whole, for the greatest number. So I want to talk about visionary leaders as those who have their eyes on the horizon, on the big picture, but their feet on the ground and their heart on fire for a better world. And all of these are needed. We got to keep in mind both the big picture, our eyes on the horizon, but also we have to keep a practical sense, keep our feet on the ground, so needed today, as well as keep our heart on fire. So continue to have that passion, that enthusiasm to help the world, to help other people in some way. So all of this is needed. And I feel like, there's a real difference between visionaries and visionary leaders. Visionaries are those who, talk endlessly often about the big picture or about the vision that they see in the future. But visionary leaders are the ones that can actually make the vision happen. They can bring it down to earth. They don't just dream the wonderful dreams. They're effective in actualizing their visions. They take action to make a truly effective strategy that can achieve the goals that they want. Some people have more vision in their leadership, but they need more vision in their leadership. And others need more leadership for their vision. They need to know how to make their vision a practical reality in today's world. And the first step is intention. What is your intention that you want to bring into the world to be a more effective leader? That's what's key. So visionary leaders are not just good with words, they're also effective with actions. They know how to attract people and resources to manifest their vision. So many visionaries fail in their efforts because they're too far ahead of their time. They're too far ahead of what humanity is ready for. Their challenge is to envision the next step ahead, just the next step, what's needed, and to create an attractive, pragmatic vision for the near future, something that will have, that will manifest soon and not something just 100 years in the future. It's more effective to focus on a vision that can be achieved in the foreseeable future and outline the steps needed to manifest it, working on each step in turn. That's what's really needed today. So successful visionary leaders, as I've studied them, researched them, met many of them around the world in my travels and my work in promoting spiritual politics, in promoting practical visionaries, is I've noticed that really effective visionary leaders lead from the inside out, from their inner core values. And this is the strength that sustains them. This is what really they bring to the work that they're doing, is this sense of connection with their inner core, their inner strength. They're really, when you think about it, visionary leadership is essentially a quality of being. A quality of being. It's a synthesis of will, heart, and mind. And that's what I want to talk to you about. It's so needed today. We need a sense of will, which expresses purpose, intention, focus, vitality, perseverance. But we also need heart, the qualities that express compassion, harmony, mutual respect and empowerment, that really appreciate others. And we need the quality of mind, which is creative intelligence, creative imagination, whole systems thinking, seeing the whole picture, intuitive insight, thoughtful planning and problem solving. So these are all needed, a synthesis of all three. Each of us may be stronger in one area or the other, but we can develop some of these other qualities. So leadership begins with recognizing the key role of purpose and vision. This is the quality of will that's needed. Purpose is discovered in the fire of the heart, connecting to a spiritual energy, essential essence within you, in your core, that awakens you to a higher purpose in life and a vision for a better world. So this sense of will is so key. It's about courageously following an inner sense of direction. It's about standing for core values and clear principles. Standing, taking a stand. It's about being aligned with your inner essence, with your higher self, if you will, the best within you. It's about having insight about the future and about the deeper nature of things. And it's about linking people's current needs, what they really need right now, with their deeper long-term spiritual needs. And it's about providing a larger context of meaning and purpose to others. So a truly visionary leader who accomplishes great things really draws on the resources of their soul and their inner essence and its remarkable capabilities. Visionary leaders are willing to take initiative, take risks, stand for something they believe in passionately. Leaders must be ready to take the heat, to not be overly sensitive to unfair criticism, but rather to live from an inner core of values and to see criticism and kind of filter it, to listen to it, but filter it and take in only what's really useful and true and helpful to your own growth so you can be a better leader. So besides will, we need the quality of mind to focus on opportunities and solutions, not just problems, to think creatively outside the norm, to embrace challenges, to anticipate change, and to be proactive rather than just reactive to things. To think in whole systems, to see the big picture, to see how everything is connected. You can't just create a solution in one arena without seeing how all things are connected, particularly when you're trying to create new policies or create solutions in that way. So this is particularly needed today at the United Nations, this whole systems thinking, to see how everything affects everything else, right? So leaders really are radiating energy and vitality. This is also a quality of true leadership. Thirdly, what's needed besides will and mind is the quality of heart. And so many leaders today probably have a strong sense of will and purpose. They may have a great creative mind, but maybe they need to work a little more on developing their heart, their compassion, to appreciate others, to be grateful to others, to learn to listen more deeply to others. So that's what's really needed, is this quality of heart that values relationships, that values a sense of connection to others and to all of life. That heart quality that embraces and nurtures and feels a sense of connection. That's what's needed today, the qualities of heart. So visionary leaders are really bringing these qualities of mind, heart, and will into many institutions and all types of institutions today, from government to business to the nonprofit arena, and finding how they can, looking at how they can treat employees or staff or colleagues with a quality of heart, with a sense of, realizing that their customers and their employees are all part of those that they need to honor. So they can also see how they can protect the environment, do good quality, honest work, and give back to their local community. So they work on resolving conflicts by understanding and respecting the differences, but acting on the commonalities. Where is there common ground? Where is there some mutual benefits? This is another approach that's so needed today at the United Nations and government agencies and every institution. And what we see is that today thousands of visionary leaders are emerging in all fields around the world and leading a remarkable revolution with solutions to the problems that we face. They're co-creating a new world. So, you can't do all the good the world needs, but the world needs all the good that you can do. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.